Good day, everyone. My name is Wairimu Gatere, a counseling psychologist at Horsemarch Therapy Center. And today I would like us to talk about crisis that occurs in late adulthood. By late adulthood, I refer to 65 years and above. And according to Erik Erikson, in his psychosocial development theory, he said the psychological task that people in that age are negotiating is integrity versus despair. By integrity means these people are looking back and trying to see how they lived, and if they feel they lived well, if they find meaning in what they did and they have no regrets, they will have integrity or they achieve integrity. But despair comes when they regret some things that happened in the past, and they may be handling so many losses and they might feel like their life was empty or they did not achieve what they were meant to achieve in this life. And so many things can cause crisis during this stage, and some of the things include bereavement and loss. Through life, people who are 65 years and above have lost their friends, they may have lost their spouses, they have lost their friends, spouses, or children, and it may resort to prolonged grief if it is not dealt well, if it's not navigated in a way that is healthy, and they might end up with things like depression. Another thing that may occur at this stage is isolation or loneliness. When death, for example, death of a spouse occurs, or when children are all they're adults and they have moved on, or they have lost their friends and they are no longer able to do the activities that they were doing, these people will feel lonely and isolated. There is also role changes. For example, let's say a teacher that has been in classroom with students for more than 40 years, and all of a sudden they will wake up and do not know what to do, so they will lose their identity. Sometimes they do not know who they are anymore, so that's another thing that may cause crisis to them. There is also the fear of death. It's a spiritual existential concern where these people may be wondering what happens after death, what is the meaning of life, or what have I done, or what happens after here, if they wake up and they do not know what else to do. So they might find themselves in a stress that is beyond their coping mechanism. And crisis in this stage may be manifested emotionally, where these people may be faced with guilt, with shame, with emptiness, and they will look back and wonder if their life was meaningful. There is also cognitively, where we'll see negative thoughts about life, or about the losses, or about the difficulties that they may have. We can also have behavioral, where they will isolate themselves. They may refuse to accept help that they need. They might not be able even to take care of themselves emotionally, physically. For example, they cannot be hygienic, or they might refuse to eat. Sometimes they will have sleeping problems. Those are some of the things that may manifest physically. And our goal is to give them geriatric support. And geriatric support is the support given to people in the later stages of life. And in this help, we provide safe space where they can express their emotions without feeling judged. And this can be done through writing or just through talk therapy, and just being allowed where they can review their life and talk about all the things that they may have experienced with acceptance. There is also the loss and grief counseling, which happens where they are taken through because normally at this stage people are struggling with a lot of losses, and they are grieving the lives that they hoped to have. And so we take them through the process of loss and grief, where through the different stages they are brought into acceptance and finding meaning in the losses that they may have gone through. There is reintegration, where through the support, family support or the social support, these people are supported to reintegrate back into the community, where they may, for example, volunteer, they may join some groups that could be doing just something that keeps them busy and occupied. We also see talking about existential counseling, where we understand that the biggest thing or the biggest drive of human being is to find meaning, and these people can be helped to find meaning even after retirement at the old age, when they are fearing what happened next. They can be helped to find meaning in the losses and in all the things that they have gone through, and also accepting the strengths that they might still be having, and the role they can still play in the society even at that age. So I will encourage everybody to visit our Smiles Therapy Center, where we can talk about geriatric support and how we can work with the people in our lives, our parents, all our friends that in their later stages of life, so that they can live a healthy life and achieve integrity and do not despair. Thank you so much.